the last page of your packet notes for 6.5. Because I'm kind of doing this section in a different order than they presented it. To clarify, I put this section due Sunday night. And I have a feeling that, so we're going to be doing this tomorrow as well, but I have a feeling you'll be able to already start the homework and get a majority of it done after today for sure. I would assume some of you even started it yesterday and were able to get a handful done. I haven't even looked at the details, but I know there's 3 types of questions in it. So this is type number 2. So one type of question is just plain integrating. And so then that would be polynomials, or to be more clear, not polynomials, but anything written with exponents. Because like if it has a fraction power, that's not a polynomial. If it has a negative power, that's not a polynomial. And then trig. So the second type of question I wanted to do today, they give them a different name that makes them sound more difficult. So they call them differential equations. And I don't know what it is about the name, but it just always seems like it's going to be more difficult. I think for me, there's usually a class at college that you have to take that's called Diff-EQ, which is differential equations. And it's crazy hard. And maybe you guys have siblings that have run into that or something. That's probably my perception. Do you guys remember what differential means? It's not wrong. Yeah, it's a derivative.
What, you asked me to close it open?
No, it's fine. I was just waiting to see if you were going to fall off. It just basically means it's a derivative equation. So you are given the derivative and you're trying to find the original equation. Grady, call on somebody. You've actually done a really good job answering first everything. I have noticed your habit or pattern of calling on people has spread one desk away. I believe those have been the 3 choices every day so far.
At least he's consistent.
Yeah, that is very consistent. Okay, Pramath, do you remember how to integrate with the power rule for integration of 2x minus 1?
You separated the parts and it.
Okay, and then what we're actually going to do is separate it into parts in our mind, but not actually write them all separate.
That's all on the board.
Sure, I'll start the correct notation for you just to make sure it's, so if, oh, it's actually kind of annoying that they gave us F prime, but that's okay. So if we are going to be integrating to find the correct answer, the next line should say f of x, and then we are going to put the integral symbol to show what we're doing to it to find f of x. But yes, go ahead. Hi, there you are. If you want some help, feel free to ask. Do I need to keep this? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, wait. What am I reading here?
That's f of 2.
Oh, equals x squared minus x plus c.
Yeah.
Okay? Very close. and I'll interpret for everybody else.
So,
Where'd you get 3?
yeah, so I just substituted 2 over here.
Yep. Am I doing it wrong in my head? I believe it should be 4 squared minus 2.
No,
4
yeah,
squared.
that's right.
Should be 4 minus 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's why I was just curious where the 3 came from. I assumed that's what you were trying to do. Very good. Have you already done these type of problems then?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. Very good. Don't take it personally. I'm gonna erase this and try to present it differently though.
Sorry.
No, you did it great. Oh. Are you guys okay with x squared minus x plus c? Let's begin with that. I figured you would, but I just wanna make sure. Okay, so then we end up with that answer. And then f of 2 equal to 5 essentially means that you are putting 2 in place of x. In f, right? So we have to figure out f before we can even use that information. So you're putting 2 in place of x. And then we're told that that will equal 5. So everything for Bothrow was perfect. The easiest thing for you to do is that once you figure out C, is to forget to write the original equation again. So this whole last step was to just figure out the actual correct C that would make this one work. And then you need to rewrite f of x somewhere. I'm running out of room here. You need to rewrite f of x with that C value. And honestly, now that I'm writing all this up here, I feel like I should have spoken about it a little bit at first, maybe. I basically just put this problem up there, and I wasn't expecting Prabhat to know how to do it all. So we covered this part yesterday, like how to integrate something with powers, polynomial-ish. The part we didn't talk about is that once you integrate and you get a plus c, the whole purpose of that plus c was that there are multiple different numbers that could go in place of c to still have 2x minus 1 as a derivative. If, for whatever reason, you know some information from the original equation, then we can use that to figure out the c value that was supposed to be there. It isn't, that was just a dot that got made. That looks worse. Yeah, no, that was me trying to write f of x. Now, normally this would be written as f of x, and you are going to be finding capital F of x. But since we were told this was the f prime, like the derivative, we just moved one above it, which would be regular f. So you kind of have to work with what you're given to start with. Okay, let's do the second one together yet. Both, choose somebody from over here. Dan, do you think you can lead me for B? How should I oh, you're gonna come up too, all right. All right, if you can, try to use the correct notation, because I want to make sure you guys see it. So the next thing you would write would be regular f of x equals, and then the integral of f prime. Yeah, you can write f prime, or you can write 2 cosine x. Nope. So the plus c isn't going to happen until you integrate. Yep.
Oh.
So you erase plus c, and then write dx instead of it. Yep. And then as soon as you, oh, okay, are you writing 2 cosine x now or something? Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say, as soon as you actually integrate, so like if we do the power rule for integration, if you do the integral answer to trig, then you remove that S symbol, and then you write plus C. Okay, so the 2 is not going to affect the integration at all. You are just focused on cosine, because the 2 could be brought out front if we wanted to. So just like derivatives, a number multiplier on the front does not affect the actual integration. It just follows with it. No, you can write it however you want. Yep, integral of cosine is positive sine.
And then I just put this.
So then you would say f of pi halves.
That's already written.
Yep. You erase the 2. So I want to make sure you guys are learning how to write the correct notation, because that honestly is a lot of times the points that they will score on the AP test. So f of pi halves, and now you would write the equation with, what?
Oh,
You erase negative 3,
whoops, no.
that's okay. And now you're going to write 2 times sine of pi halves.
Oh, and then plus C and then you figure it.
Yep, equals negative 3. Or you could have put negative 3 in place of f of pi halves. Yeah, it's, as long as whatever you're writing is correct, they're fine with it, there's different ways to write it. Yes, the answer's correct, yeah. I can tell what you're trying to do.
It's negative 3.
Oh, whoops, my bad. My bad. C is equal to negative, 2. C is equal to negative 3. C is equal to negative 5.
Yes. Okay, Dan, calling somebody else. Oh, this is a lot of thought. You put more thought into this than doing the problem.
Andrew.
Andrew. Hi.
Hello.
You're next.
Dan, that was perfect. Nice job.
What? Okay.
Nothing. You actually asked somebody their name. You did the stage that everybody hated doing. Okay, Andrew. I know you came up here because you thought I was going to have you write something.
Oh, I don't need to.
Probably not.
Okay.
Why is Dan's answer wrong?
It's wrong.
It is. I would mark it wrong.
You didn't rewrite the equation I did?
Yes. He found C, which is the intent of the problem, but the actual problem wants you
Oh.
to write
And
wants you to write the answer
then
with
it would
that
be
number in
minus
place
2
of C.
sine pi over 2 plus 3.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
minus 5.
Yeah, -5. Yeah, it's going to be really easy to do. Just like forgetting to write plus C, it's going to be easy to forget to write the actual answer with C. There's a ton of parts of calc that are all about like details, which are very different. You know, like your mind is so focused on doing the work that it's easy to forget what you're trying to do. Yes, I knew you knew how to do it. It's just easy to forget. Why don't you guys try these 2? Actually, no. Those are pretty much the same, aren't they? Are polynomials too easy for you now? I know they're not, I'm kidding. Let's do E and F. Try E and F on your own. E is still sort of polynomialish. I put that first one out there for you guys. So you can take a moment to look it over if you got stuck somewhere or if there's something you want help with, I can certainly. Ah, so if, if you have 9 to the 3 halves, the first thing you wanna do is the root, because it makes the answer smaller. So the square root of 9 would be 3, and then you would do 3 cubed, which is 27. I think you did 3 to the 4th.
Wait, is the, oh, it's a square root cube, it's not a cube root square.
Correct. The bottom number would be the root, top number power.
Why do we have the 2/3 in front of t,
Instead of,
instead of just t to the 3 halves? I might have forgotten this step.
oh, you forgot the second step, divide by the new power. So you have to divide by 3 halves, which is gonna be the same as multiplying by 2/3.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, anything else up there, feel free to ask away, because this is gonna be a normal-ish style problem that you wanna get proficient at. Okay, I'll start working on the one on the right. I don't know if you guys are there, or maybe you want me to give you some more time to start the signed one on your own? So what?
Let's get going.
Okay. It's a good thing you were on your phone for half the time before that.
At least we know who to multitask.
You cannot multitask.
Owen? Yeah, we all know.
You cannot.
I know. It's a joke. No, I said I was making a joke, but I said he can.
Yeah.
And then,
You did a pretty good job of it yesterday.
No idea
Huh?
what
You did a very good job of it
I was
yesterday.
ready to do it yesterday, but today it's not. I really don't know. I don't know. I guess it changes from day to day.
Okay.
I don't know anymore.
Okay, I put the trig one up here for you guys.
Oh wait, I didn't finish it yet.
I know. I wanted to have it up here so that if you guys got stuck or made a mistake, you could check where you're at. Plus, then you can always check my work, because it's very possible I made a mistake in there too. But I especially want to make sure you guys are going to be able to do the notation correctly. You're getting towards the end of the year, and that's kind of a big thing in calc.
Can we talk about, like, how you know negative cosine? Oh, is it just
Cosine of 0 is 1.
I just wanted to.
Yeah, cosine of 0 is 1. I think you are thinking of cosine of negative theta or something.
Okay.
The negative in the front just means you multiply the answer times the negative.
Okay.
Exactly, it's a negative sign. Yeah. Exactly. Easy stuff.
So are you, am I getting the impression that this feels like this is going pretty decent?
Yeah, when is it just gonna drop on us that it's hard?
Yeah.
Is that the next page?
Well, this is the
I
last.
believe that would be 6.7. Essentially chain rule for
Okay.
integration. I can't remember if that's the next section or not. I should know this off the top of my head, and I can't. It's either gonna be the next section or 2 sections. Okay, then if this feels like it went pretty good, I'm kinda torn. Part of me wants to move on, cause this went faster than I was expecting, which is awesome. So, we either have 15 minutes to work, which is kind of abnormal that we would have had work time multiple days in a row.
Isn't that good?
Oh. You guys are jumping at that chance, like you don't even wanna hear the second option?
No, I was just making a comment.
Okay,
What's the second option?
well, I would go back to do the third portion of this that we haven't gotten to, and my original plan was to do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow, that's fine, we can do that, what? No. Oh, no, I wouldn't finish. Yeah, I guess I hadn't thought that far ahead yet.
Oh,
Tomorrow was to finish this section. There are 3 parts to this section. There was integrating regularly. I didn't even use the notes yesterday. So I teach it in a very different order than the packet laid it out. So the 3 parts were just the integrating we did yesterday, figuring out C, and then tomorrow there are a couple other types of integrating that we would wanna get used to, which is, ease, nature logs, the rest of the stuff. Which isn't hard, but it just, lots of little things. Okay, let's just stop here then. I'm okay with you guys working. I would immediately get to start working on the homework on 6.5, because you'll find you should be able to do a majority of it. There's only gonna be a couple that you can't. Correct.
that's basically.
So this Sunday, I believe, is 6,
In that.
2, 4, 5. Many of you have already turned in 6.2 and 6.4. If you have any of that done, I can gladly check it off for you as well.